Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, guys. Okay, 1 second. Let me just fix this. Okay, that's better now. Right. So, ahlan wa sahlan, guys. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time, enjoying the hot weather here in the UK. Really, really hot today. Yeah, feeling boiling today. So, hope you guys are enjoying this. And my name is Diakat Zaman. On Fridays, we have a bit of a chit chat. And as you can see from my color, I've got a really strong tan today because of the heat. How are you guys enjoying the weather? What do you guys do to cool yourselves down besides having cold shower? Now, if someone does not have a cold shower in this weather, then you have no excuse at all, guys. There's no excuse for you guys not to have a cold shower. So, I've got my hot tea though. Yeah, they say hot tea cools you down, so I don't know how true this is. Because apparently, when you drink hot tea, your body starts to sweat and then you cool down naturally. So, boy, wa alaikum assalam. If I say the word that comes after Raza in Ruku, after Raza, I don't know what that is. In Ruku, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, by mistake, prayer is fine. Yeah, totally fine. It won't have any effect on the prayer. Right, I've got white lights in the back today. Well, they're not white, but they're a bit like light, really light blue, white blue kind of lights. I don't know what color you call them. And I got a black turban on today, and I got a brown hat. This is a brown hat. This is from one of the hats that my friend gave me, and I showed you guys last time. Yeah. Muslim scholar says in Raddul Mukhtar, there's no such book as Raddul Mukhtar. There is one called Raddul Muhtar, but not Mukhtar. Muhtar, but not Mukhtar. Yeah, so this week, guys, I actually went cycling. I cycled it to work this week, mashallah. The only problem was I did it for 2 days, and then for all of a sudden, in my right calf, I started to get a very bad cramp. Yeah, very bad pain. And I had that pain for like 2 days. So one of my friends managed to sort of like massage it and made it feel much better. So inshallah, hopefully, if the weather's good next week, I'm going to cycling it to work again. It's actually much more easier to cycle it to work than to go in car, because it saves me all the traffic and so much headache. I don't know if you guys cycle to work, but yeah, it's something I think I'm going to try to do more often, especially if it's exercise as well. So at the same time, do my exercise. This week, in fact, I didn't get to do any running this week because I was doing cycling in the day. I didn't want to overdo it, so I didn't do any running this week at all. So from Monday, no running. Hopefully, I'm going to make up for that, inshallah. Tonight, I'm going to go running, inshallah. Making an error in the recitation of something sunnat may invalidate salah. For example, in the Arabic alphabet, there are 3 distinct. The word azim appears in phrase ruku, which means my Rabb is great. But if you pronounce it with the za, is my enemy. My Rabb is azim. Yeah, no, I haven't come across that. If you can send me the Arabic text for it. So, boy, send me the Arabic text, and inshallah, I'll have a look. Inshallah, in the week. Send me the Arabic text. I haven't come across that. Usman Irfan, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, my brother Usman. I hope you're well, enjoying yourself, enjoying the hot weather today. Yusuf Tariq, wa alaikum assalam, ahlan wa sahlan, mashallah. Ameen, jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair, ameen, to your beautiful du'as. May Allah keep you preserved and happy and healthy, and barakah in your time and your efforts and your family. Yeah, so today is quite hot. Yeah, and I had Jummah today as well. So, the heat and make sure, guys, you keep hydrated. That is one of the most important things. Just every 20 minutes or half an hour, make sure you sip water, drink water. Don't drink too much. Just sip it. And that's something which is extremely beneficial, especially in heat, because I've noticed a lot that throughout the day, sometimes I end up only drinking like 1 or 2 glasses of water. So I've kind of like made it necessary for myself now, kind of fard on myself, to make sure I'm drinking water regularly. I don't know how much water you guys drink, but water for me now, I drink much more regular. and I feel much healthier, less tired, and it's got overall benefits as well in exercise. If a person does a lot of exercise, especially for them, they should drink plenty of water. Is it permissible for us to give Qurbani on behalf of someone who's passed away? Can we give on behalf? Yes, you can. So it's what the Hanafis call sadaqah jariyah. So it's considered sadaqah jariyah, isal thawab. So when you do it on someone else's behalf, they get reward of it. Yeah, just like going to Hanafis and Hanbalis, you're allowed to recite Quran on behalf of someone, whether they're alive or they're dead, or even like do Umrah or Hajj on someone's behalf. So yes, Qurbani is permissible. And inshallah, the reward, they're gonna get the reward, inshallah. I've actually got a video on Qurbani. Let me just find this video on Qurbani so you guys can have a look. Let's see. Yeah, what is Qurbani? This is the one. What is Qurbani? It's Qurbani. This is a general video for those of you guys who are not familiar with the concept of Qurbani or Udhiyah, they call it in Arabic, which is like the concept of slaughtering an animal in on the 10th, which Eid day, 10th of Dhul Hijjah, Eid day. I don't know if any of you guys are going for Hajj and have got your Hajj places, because I heard this year it's kind of changed and they're doing like a raffle or a lottery where they pick out random names of those people who have applied. So if you are, then make sure you make dua for us. I don't know how many this year they're actually going to accept. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that sound, but that's my fan. I've got my fan under my desk. And today the fan is nice, cool air giving me. Yeah, I feel so nice. Kaif Akhtar. Wa alaikum assalam. If we want to make hijrah from India, where to go? I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah. It's up to you. Basically, go anywhere. If you're finding it very difficult in India to practice your religion, in all parts of India, first of all, try to move to a different city where it's more practicing. Otherwise, you can go to like another country, like maybe Bangladesh or Pakistan, where it's much more easier to practice your religion because it's neighboring countries. Join 17 lessons course. We'll start on Sunday, inshallah. MashaAllah. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Yeah, send me the homeworks. Yeah, send me the homeworks to the email. Yeah, so send me the homeworks. This is the email, and inshallah I'll mark it and I'll send it back to you with feedback. Excellent, good. If I say ha instead of ha by slip of tongue and not correct because it happens so many times, no, it's fine. Yeah, prayer is fine, because see this is Ajam are not Ajam. People who are non-Arabs, they are not expected to be able to pronounce all the letters exactly how the Arabs pronounce them, because Ajam, non-Arabs, they have the problem of pronunciation as well. Yeah, so there is permissibility for non-Arabs. Mu'eed wa alaykum assalam. Is it disliked to do dhikr with a shirt off? It's quite hot today. You can do it with the shirt off. Yeah, this just disliked naked, fully naked. Yeah, with everything showing, then it's not. But you're allowed to do it with the shirt off, inshallah. Masir Ali wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan, my brother Masir Ali from America. How are you, man? So hot weather today here, mashallah. Very, very hot weather. It's I think it's about 30 degrees. I haven't checked the temperature, but they're saying that the temperature is about 30 degrees. Some places 30, even 34 degrees. And it's very hot in the car as well. Steaming in the car. Yeah, so after Jummah, as soon as I did Jummah, I came back home. I made myself a nice drink. Yeah, cool lemon. Cut one lemon. Put the juice inside. Put the juice inside the cup, and then throw some berries, mixed berries, iced berries in there, frozen berries. Put some ice in there, mint. Put in the blender. Mashallah, nice cooling drink. Yeah, body feels much cooler now. I don't know. What do you guys? I want to know where to get sattu from. Because in Pakistan we used to have sattu. That was a very cooling drink. So I don't know where to get sattu from around here. So if anyone knows, got any links, send them to me. Inshallah. Pretty hot here too, yeah? Yeah, I think it's strange. You guys on the East Coast, you guys get it hot when we're hot as well. Hanafis said the shahada is not obligatory. Come tomorrow, boy. Boy, you got so many questions. Tomorrow is the like official question day. Today's chill out day, bro. It's hot. Chill out, relax, boy. Yeah, so Abdullah Ashraf, is it permissible to play chess? Yes, it's permissible to play chess. Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys good at chess? I like playing chess. I used to play chess on this app. I think I deleted the app now. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, and you play with like different people. You play with the computer. So actually, do I still have it on my phone? Let me have a check. So this is. Do I have it? No, actually, I don't have it. Yeah, I think I had it on my phone. Yeah, no, I don't have it. Yeah, but I liked chess. Chess was nice. Nice game. Tomorrow, come at 9:30 in the evening. I want to start. Yes, go for it. Yeah, it's a very good game. It's a very challenging game as well. Anwar Siddiqui, alaikum assalam. Ahla wa sahla, my brother Anwar Siddiqui. Kayf al-hal? How's it going? You should be eating ice cream rather than having tea. No, so I heard that drinking hot tea actually cools you down. And that's why in a lot of Middle Eastern countries, they drink hot tea in the heat. So when you drink hot tea, you're going to sweat. And when you sweat, your body naturally cools itself down. I don't know how true that is. I will test it for you guys. Yeah, I will test. I will go through the difficulty of drinking the cold tea, hot tea. Oh, so guys, let me tell you something here. Today, this week, so my SIM card, my SD card. So this is the SD case. There's a little card, SD card that goes into here. That actually got damaged. Yeah, it's similar to this one. My one had a 256. These are SD cards. These are. I don't know if you can see it. It's an SD card. This is a 64-bit one, 64 megabyte one. Oh, actually, 64 gigabyte one, not megabyte, gigabyte. And my one got corrupted somehow. So I do a lot of recording on that one. I use it for my Sony camera. So this week I had to order another one. Yeah, and this is what this one. I bought this one. 128. It's supposed to be quite good. Yeah, I didn't even know there's a world of all of these different types for different types of projects you're doing. So I bought this one. I'm gonna see how this works, inshallah. The other one lasted me for, I think it lasted me about 2 years, 2.5 years, and 3 years maybe. Maybe 3 years it lasted me. 2.5 years, 3 years. Yeah, so I'm going to see how long this one lasts me, inshallah. There's a problem with these gadgets. When they go bad, they're trying to repair them. It's a hard job. A priori, what do you think of the new Saudi policy concerning Hajj? They hinder organizations from Hajj. Everyone has to apply individually. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I mean, the Muslim world, they all have to go through this anyway. They've been going through it for years now. I mentioned this last week as well. They've been going through it for years. And the West has had it quite easy. So all of a sudden now the West are put in the same category as the rest of the world. They're a bit upset. Yeah, so I don't know how effective are the groups, right? I mean, they're going to have their guides there as well. Muslims are going to meet up as well over there. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see it this year, how effective it is. Next time someone asks you about chess, you should say it's permissible, but it's dangerous because you will lose against me. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, Zabardast. That's a Zabardast answer. I like chess a lot. Would want to play against you if you're up for it. Inshallah, my brother Anwar Siddiqui. But like I said, if you lose, don't be upset. And if I lose, then I might be upset in the exam. Haq wa alaikum assalam. Please tell the order of learning Arabic grammar, like books to be depend. So I don't know which books, but the way I start is my course. It's called Quranic Arabic 17 Lessons. It's designed to start you into your Arabic journey, and then after that, study Ajurumiyya. Then after that, you study something like Qatrun Nada, or maybe if it's Sharh, Qatrun Nada. In fact, I would suggest An-Nahw al-Arabi. Nahw al-Arabi is very good. Yeah. And they changed everything like 3 weeks before. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was a bit sad. Like them in the last minute. At least they should have announced it in January. But organizations could plan for this. I think that was, I don't know. Wa alaikum assalam from the woods. Ahlan wa sahlan, my brother. How's things going? How's the questionnaire going? Survey. Any good results? Fortunately, it's Maghrib. Yes, after Maghrib, inshallah, I'll be on for about an hour or so. Inshallah. Manfado, alaikum assalam. Hazrat, mashallah, looking nice today. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you. What's your position on Bitcoin and crypto? I don't know. I haven't done research into it. I usually follow the opinions of people like Mufti Faraz and others. So I think Bitcoin is permissible to use, but the other ones, it's a bit what they call iffy. It's like it hasn't become an established coin yet. Hasn't become an established coin. Others. Best place to check is go and type in IFG cryptocurrency, IFG and cryptocurrency, and they'll have a big article on there. It's quite informative. Because a lot of people don't know how Bitcoin cryptocurrency works. They just think to themselves, cryptocurrency is a commodity. It's like something you buy from the shops. But cryptocurrency, how is it produced? How do you make cryptocurrency? All that is extending Waladali. Boy, you got some questions, man. There's a Tafsir and Nasafi course being offered next week that I plan taking. What should I know before taking it? I don't know. How are they teaching it? That's the thing. Who's teaching? You know who's teaching and how they're teaching it? It all depends upon how it's being taught. If it's being taught like in a very detailed manner, in the sense that the individual is going to be explaining how the tafsir fits in with the ayah and why he's chosen this tafsir over what other people have said, that would be a very good one. Then for that, I would suggest reading things like read Tafsir Baydawi, or maybe even Tafsir Ruh al-Ma'ani as well. It might be too advanced, too technical. But read the tafsirs that were written in that same era, I would suggest. Yeah, definitely. Maybe Tafsir Abu Sa'ud might be good. Yeah, Tafsir Abu Sa'ud is good. Test. Yeah, so that's been my week, guys. Yeah, I had an injury on my calf, and then alhamdulillah got better. So one thing I realized is, if you ever do exercise, if you ever do any strenuous sports and you get injuries, you're going to get them. Very common. What you do basically is get yourself a massage, get someone to massage you. And all they have to do is they have to like use their fingers or their elbow to really rub into your muscle to allow blood to circulate in the damaged tissue. So a lot of times people don't realize that. They'll do exercise, they'll get injuries, and the injury will take long to heal. But there's like a quicker way. So you do that kind of exercise, deep tissue exercise. And if you want to go to a deep tissue masseuse, then that's fine, up to you as well. And that would probably be the better thing to do. Tanweer, Salam Mufti, have you heard of this Hadith Qudsi? Is it authentic? Inna Allah Ta'ala yaqulu ya ibn Adam, تفرغ لعبادتي أملأ صدرك غنى وأصد فقرك وإلا تفعل ملأت يد. Yes, this is authentic. In fact, let me have a look at which book it's in. A sec. This. Yeah, this is a hadith of Abu Hurairah, and it's in fact in Tirmidhi. This is in Tirmidhi. Imam Ahmad has also mentioned this, and it's a reliable hadith. Yeah. Hazrat Tafsir Kashaf and Zamakhshari were the authors among Mu'tazila. Yeah, Tafsir Kashaf and Zamakhshari. Kashaf and Zamakhshari are the same. Zamakhshari is the author of Kashaf. His tafsir is very good. Like, if you don't read his tafsir, you probably are not really kind of deep in your tafsir. Yeah, so I would definitely, somewhere in your journey in tafsir, is to get used to reading Tafsir Kashaf. I was actually thinking of doing a Tafsir Kashaf course, maybe like going through. I've got so many courses on my shoulders, I can't start new ones. But yeah, I was thinking of going through it in detail, mention the points and like the what do you call it? The Mu'tazila points that he puts into there, injects in there, so we can identify what he's saying. I think I mentioned some of the points when I was doing my Hujarat Surah. Did I mention some of those things? Yeah, because he's got certain like statements. You've got to be careful of how you read them. Massage guns are lifesaver. Yeah, massage guns are very good, but you have to get someone else to do it on you. That's the thing. That's when it works properly. Because what they say, this is one of my students was saying this to me. He says, try to pinch yourself as hard as you can. You can't hurt yourself. But get someone else to pinch you as hard as you can. They can hurt you. They don't have to be strong. It's because your body does not want to harm itself. So you can't harm yourself by squeezing yourself. Sheikh Aman died leaving a wife and one sister. How will his wealth be distributed? Is there any other individual in the family? Are there any male individuals? Is there father? Are his parents alive? Mufti Saab in Blackburn right now. MashaAllah for Jamaat. MashaAllah. Are you in Masjid Salihin or Masjid what else they have? Is it Tawabin? They got like some long name ones. Jam Mudakkar Salim names. I did petition for English khutbahs and surveys. Realize the future is with the youth. I'm in contact with a group that does khutbah in schools by training teachers. Oh, mashallah. Excellent. Sounds very good. Have you read Safran Khan Safdar books? Yes. Yeah, Mullah Safran Khan Safdar, I actually met him. I sat in one of his talks before he passed away. Very knowledgeable, mashallah. Mashallah, very knowledgeable. Ihsan wa alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum. Are eating with the right hand, sleeping on the right side, actual sunnah acts, just things the person. So when you say sunnah acts, do you mean like, are they rewarding? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Is that what you're saying? So when you say sunnah, do you mean the acts that we're encouraged to do in the sense that they are rewarding? And if you don't do them, you're actually sinful for doing it. Is that what you mean? If that's what you mean, then according to the Hanafis, no. Yeah, they're not necessarily considered to be rewarding in and of themselves. However, it is encouraged to do those kind of things. Yeah, it's encouraged to do those things. And if you don't do it, you won't be sinful. No other inheritors. Okay, so then what happens is that the wealth is going to be divided. So the mother is going to get, the wife is going to get, because the daughter, she gets an eighth. And the sister, actually what will happen is, yeah, so she's going to get an eighth, and the seventh is going to go to the daughter. It's going to be divided like that. Yeah. What you can do is send me an email this week, because there's some other things I might need to ask you regarding it. And inshallah, I'll let you know. So in this week, in the next few days, send me an email with the full everything. Even like if there's other family members I might need to know, and exactly, and then inshallah I'll let you know. But yeah, so basically that's how it's going to be divided. The mother gets the 1/8 share, and the daughter gets 7/8. Yeah, have you Jamia Masjid Blackburn? Oh, mashallah, Jamia Masjid. Yeah, I went there a long time ago, in the 90s. Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, so that's the answer. Masjids are 7-star in Blackburn. Yeah, very clean. Mashallah, Gujarati masjids are very nice and clean. That's Gujaratis are very particular about cleanliness of masjids. Gotta give it to them. Do you know about Dar Ulum Nadwatul Ulama? How is it? I know people who have studied there. I haven't been there myself, and from what I've heard from my friends, very good. If you want to go there to study, it's a very good place to study. Did you do khutbah today? Yes, I did it. Yeah, every week I do a khutbah in different mosques. So I have set mosques that I go to every month. I do khutbah over there. Yeah, you are the best. Shukran, Noreen. Shukran. Ahlan wa sahlan. Thank you very much. Do you guys like this style? Yeah. Brown hat, black imama. What do you guys think? I should have a black hat, black imam. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it should be brown or black or even a white hat, black imama. Ya Allah. So are we just not sinful, or is there no actual reward? Yeah. So for there to be reward, it has to have been told to us by the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And there's no like hadith that tells us the reward of specifically doing these actions. Yes, if a person does them out of love for the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, like he really wants to imitate the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam as much as he can, then there is a reward for that imitation. Yeah. Is it allowed to eat with the left hand amongst such people, and for instance, eat with the right hand with amongst Muslims? It's best not to eat. The Hanafis say basically it's makruh tanzihi to eat with the left hand. Yeah, and if a person belittles eating with the right hand, and that is sinful. Yeah, just like when the guy in the Prophet ﷺ told him to eat with his right hand, and he said, "No, I can't." And the Prophet said, "Lasta ta'ta," and his hand became crippled. So again, this is something that we should try and do, inshallah. I will be donating, inshallah, next week. I absolutely love your videos. Thank you very much. Ahlan wa sahlan. May Allah bless you. As you took it just 1 week to learn Quran. Ahlan wa sahlan. MashaAllah. I love to hear this kind of feedback. Jazakallah khairun. May Allah bless you and your family. Yeah, so, mashallah, a lot of people. Actually, my sister wants me to teach my niece Quran. So I told her, why don't you watch my videos? And she said, those are a bit difficult. So she wants me to teach her. So I've got to think of a way of teaching kids now. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should bring her on the camera and maybe with her explain to her, you guys watch, and then you guys can learn as well? Do you think that would be beneficial for teaching kids? That if I have my niece right in front of me, she's about 4 years old. She's 4-year-old niece in front of me, and then I explain to her, and then she tries to read it. I'm thinking that might be better. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think. Ahmad R. Wa alaikum assalam. Ahla wa sahlan. Can you clarify if the statement hate the sin and not the sin applies in Islam? Possibly. Yeah, possibly. Depends what kind of sin it is. It depends what kind of sin it is. Obviously, if it's like a sin where someone is cursing the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yeah. And we know in Islam, the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said that hate for the sake of Allah is also part of Iman as well. Yeah. Hating someone for the sake of Allah is also part of Iman. So this all depends upon what kind of situation. Oops, gotta block these. Comes these are not blocked. Okay, so let this just disappear and then I'll bring it back. So do you know any ulama in Blackburn or Lancashire? Yes. Yeah, I know quite a few people over there. I'm surprised a lot of people know me and I don't know them. Like this week I met some ulama, they actually knew me from my YouTube videos. I didn't even know them. I guess you could go for white and black. Yeah, maybe next time I'll try white and black, inshallah. Like, and white's a good, yeah. Do you upload or do masjid upload your khutbah? No, I don't. They don't record it. As Hussein wa alaikum assalam. Ahlan wa sahlan. Are you enjoying the hot weather? Jazakallah khair. If you could involve kids, go for it. Inshallah. Inshallah. I will definitely think about that. Yeah, definitely. Oops. What was that? Okay. The normal blockers, my blockers, where are they? They're not here today. The people are supposed to manage the blocking of these bots. Assalamu alaikum. When doing takhrij of a hadith, yeah, how can you find out where the hadith was originated? So what you need to do, Zed, is have you done my Usul Hadith course, 21 lessons on Usul Hadith? I would suggest do that. Join that. If you haven't done it, do that, and then you'll learn how to do it slowly. Yeah, but there's a process to it. It's a process of what the hadith is, where do you look for the hadith, how do you identify the chains. I like the idea of teaching kids. Yeah, should I do it? Yeah. Okay, so 2 people have said do it. Go for it. before Bukhari and Muslim. Oh, so you want to find out if a hadith was narrated by Bukhari Muslim? You're in the chain, yeah? Yeah. So you'll have to first of all study the science of usul hadith, and then you realize what it means for a hadith to be there before Bukhari and Muslim. What's the reason for prohibiting announcing lost items in the masjid? Is it now allowed to do in today's time if someone found lost car keys? Yeah, so basically it's to do with outside, something you lost outside, like outside in the streets. So someone, for example, has lost their cow and they come to the mosque and say, has anybody seen a cow? Because in them days, mosque was like the community where your community came. So the Prophet ﷺ said, this is not the place for it. The masjid is not the place for this. If, however, the scholars say, if, however, a person was to find some goods around the masjid and was to tell the people, that's okay. So if you announce that someone has lost this, if it belongs to anyone, take it. But you can't announce if you've lost something like that. Or if you lost something in the masjid, so someone has lost their car keys in the mosque, and you ask people in the mosque, has anyone seen them? That's okay. Any plans to come to London to visit? Yes, inshallah. But I want to see, because at the moment I'm planning to go to Pakistan in the holidays. If that doesn't go through, because of the political situation there at the moment, and weather and all that permitting, then if that doesn't go through, then inshallah I'll come to London in the summer holidays. I like winter, rain, wind, cooler weather. Yeah, I know. I'm the same. I don't like it too hot, because then I start getting too overheated, sweaty. Yeah, so I think this is something which is actually what I get is my palms, they get quite sweaty. Yeah, this is a condition called hyperhidrosis. Yeah, and actually in the summer, I'm going to show you guys one day how I do it. There's actually this water bath I do with batteries that passes a current through it, and it actually it reduces the amount my palms sweat. I heard there's like a Botox injection you can take in your armpit that stops the sweating from your hands for 6 months. I don't know. That costs about, I think, about £150 or so each. So I don't know if I'll do that. But at the moment, I use that kind of water bath. So it's basically 2 batteries. I connect them to the water bath, and then I put my hands in them, and there's like a current that flows through. I can feel the current. Yeah, and it helps reduce the sweating. So if anyone suffers from that, inshallah, I will let you know. I will make a video and show you how to do it, and it really helps. That's the best thing, because I've had this condition from when I was like 10 years old, 11 years old, yeah, when I was young. And it's always been a problem, like in summer when you have exams and you're writing and the paper gets all like difficult to write on because your hand. But inshallah, if anyone else suffers from this, I will give you the way that I make it. And it's quite cheap to make as well. It's not expensive to make. And if you buy the proper machine, that's quite expensive. So this is like a DIY job, inshallah. When it comes to uruk, is there any work you need done or volunteers needed? Yeah, there is work that needs doing. Like I need things like someone to go through videos, make notes for me, set the notes. I can have notes with each set of videos, or even things like sort out, go through videos, check out mistakes. This is top of my head. And also editing. I need editing, a lot of editing. It's insane. There are so many graduates of Dewsbury and other Darums here. Yeah, loads and up north. I'm also teaching my maid through your videos. She is unable to differentiate the pronunciation of za, ja, and the. Okay. No matter how much she's trying to keep it, mashallah. Yeah, some people, unfortunately, they're like that. They find pronunciation of certain letters to be difficult. And my mum as well, she was learning Quran as well. And she finds certain pronunciation, certain words quite hard. But it just takes time, inshallah. Sometimes it might take a few weeks even to even pronounce one word correctly, one letter correctly. But keep trying, inshallah. You're getting reward for it, alhamdulillah. By the way, does the same reply of yours also the sleeping on the right side? Recently, I've learned from an orthopedist, sleeping on your back is actually healthy. Yeah, same thing. So deciding to go for sleeping on the back instead of, yes. Yeah, so it's not sinful to sleep on the back. That's right. I know family member, yeah. So inshallah, I will make a video for that, and it's really helpful. In the beginning, it does sting a bit when you do it, but inshallah, I'll make the video, and then inshallah, people benefit from this. Does there seem to be many graduates? Does there seem to be too many graduates? The problem is, look, they are madrasas, right? And they are graduates. But I mean, I've put this on my social media before as well. Just because you have a lot of graduates, it doesn't mean you have the skill or the kind of like expertise of a proper alim. That's the unfortunate reality. Is like there are loads of women madrasas, girl madrasas, and they graduate alimas, but in reality they're kind of hard to read books. Now, if you studied in a madrasa and you can't read books like Fathul Bari or Umdatul Qari or tafsirs like Tafsir Zamakhshari, you can't read those, then that time spent in the madrasa hasn't been done properly. And that's a sad reality in the UK, and I'm sure it's in other places as well, where the caliber of graduates isn't up to what it used to be like in India, places like Darul Deoband, or even like other places, Nadwatul Ulama. Unfortunately, they're not graduating, they're not producing the same quality. So that's what we were trying to do in Aswafa Institute. We're trying to hone in on these skills and try to make the syllabus such that the students have to, when they qualify, they will have to be able to read these in order to qualify. Yeah. So when people say there's lots of graduates, I mean, I take that with a pinch of salt. Unfortunately, I mean, it's not a good thing to say. I take it with a pinch of salt because I work in day out with graduates. I kind of know what's happening in behind the scenes. That's what happens when you cut years off and skip books. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cut years off, skip books, and pedagogy as well. Pedagogy is so important. Like seriously, I mean, nearly every book there needs to be a certain skill, a certain way that the book is taught to enhance the students' experience in that book. Yeah, whether it's fiqh, or whether it's aqidah, whether it's tafsir, whether it's nahu, whether it's Arabic writing. There's skills, so many skills that need to be learned, objectives. Each book has an objective, each year has an objective. Is reading in Arabic language called qira'atu? That's right, correct. I'm interested in bugs and I saw some frames with butterflies and beetles. I didn't think there was a problem, but some mentioned. So the rule basically, according to Hanafis, is if you kind of look at them. Oops, again. Hazards of, come on. Block on YouTube. Let me just block. Block list. Okay, that's blocked now. Yeah, so if you look at it from a distance and you can't really tell, it's okay. I mean, these kind of insects and things like that, you can't really tell. Abu Hurairah used to have a ring that used to have a mosquito on there, mosquito image. Yeah, so these kind of things are okay. Yeah. Oh, you mean real ones, preserved ones? Yeah, that's fine then. That's fine. To have those is fine. As in like, what do they call it? When they fill animals up. What's that name? Are recitations okay? Do you possibly know why some letters in Farsi and Urdu, for instance, are pronounced differently? Like the letter Ziyad is used in Farsi instead of Tad. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably just some background history of pronunciation, words pronunciation. It's like English. You have different pronunciations around the world. Remember, Farsi was a religion, a language that existed even before the revelation of the Quran. So they had their own pronunciation of letters from before. So when Islam came, like, and Arabic was introduced, Arabic has its own pronunciation and Farsi has its own pronunciation. Yeah, so they kind of like just carried on. Yeah, people didn't change their pronunciation for the Arabic. Are recitations done with these letters still valid, or are people? It depends. Yeah, so it depends. So for example, like, people should try to pronounce, because when they're reading Quran, they're not reading another language, they're reading Arabic. So they must try and pronounce it as best as they can according to the normal language, the Arabic language. But if they're finding it difficult, they've tried their best, that's okay, because la yukallifullah nafsan illa wusaha. Takes me 70 minutes to get to work at 2 p.m, so it's hard for me to read Jummah. Can I read Zohar instead? 70 minutes to get to work at 2 p.m. Yeah, so if it's difficult for you, if you have no other place where other brothers are doing Jummah, then then you can pray the Dhuhr. But you should always try to, sort out a Jummah for yourself, because you don't. The thing is, look, I was telling my students this the other day. Sometimes there might be a fatwa for something and you act upon it, but the spiritual consequences of acting upon that fatwa are also there as well. So, yeah, so someone might say, for example, like, I'm in a gym and there's music going on, and you say, well, it's okay because you're not listening to it. That's a fatwa. But if you continuously go to that gym and listen to music without putting something in your ears to block the sound, then what's slowly going to happen after time is going to have an impact on you, right? So, whether you're not going to be sinful or anything, because the fatwa obviously is that, like I said, but it is going to have a slow impact on you, your spirituality. It's going to have an effect on your salah. It's going to affect on other things. Likewise, you might get a fatwa for missing out Jumas. And this is something which, unfortunately, some people are in a situation where they're not privileged enough. But at the same time, you should always try to pray a Jummah. Yeah, don't make it like a continuous habit. They are real taxidermy, isn't it? Yeah, filling those animals. Yeah, I would love to learn how to do that. Yeah, I like animals. Yeah, I don't like ones that bite me. If they bite me, I don't like them. But I like animals generally. How do you know when a ruling needs new ijtihad? You need to study fiqh. You need to study fiqh, my brother. My brother, the question. So this is not like an answer I can give you in one go. It requires a vast explanation of lots of layers of topics. And you understand. So what you can do is you can maybe look at my 3-part series on madhabs, history of madhabs. That kind of gives you an insight, understanding of ijtihad, these things. Actually, also evolution of fiqh as well. Check out my evolution of fiqh series. Qamar Initiative, wa alaikum assalam, ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan wa sahlan. Any books on khilafat between the Basriins and Kufans on Nahu? Yes, they are. So there's a few that I know of. I don't know the names on the top of my head. Yeah, but definitely, if you send me an email in the week, I will give you the name of some of them. Yeah, so I don't know that there are some very good ones that's called. And there's also some contemporary ones that have been written that are very easy to follow. Yeah, so there's some detailed ones and there's some contemporary ones, inshallah. Is the age of ijtihad over? Yes and no. Yeah, the short answer is yes and no. Yeah, it's a very long answer. This is, again, it requires me to explain to you some background of things. Have you read the book Checklist Manifesto? No, I haven't. It sounds good. Checklist Manifesto, yeah? Let me check that one out. Manifesto. Oh, right. Looks good. How to Get Things Right is a non-fiction book. In relation to several elements of daily and professional life. Okay, I'm going to have a look at that one. I like that one. Let me just make a note of this. Checklist. Checklist. Manifesto. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I know the whole answer is complicated. Yeah, so like I said, it is a yes and it's a no. It's a yes in the sense that there will always be ijtihad so long as new masail, exist. As long as new problems people face, there will always be problems with ijtihad. And in the sense that to restart the wheel again from scratch and start a new entirely madhab, then no. We'll do inshallah. How do you study fiqh or get to a level where every action you do, it's hukum, and if you don't know, you can use your understanding? I mean, it's just a matter of just years of studying and teaching. My teacher would say, Sheikh Abdul Halim just is passed away now. He would say, if you haven't studied Hidayah for 20 years, if you haven't taught Hidayah for 20 years, then don't consider yourself a mufti. And I think that is a very good statement. I've even read Mullah Anwar Shah Kashmiri say something similar as well. Yeah, so it's about like reaching a level where fiqh becomes second nature to you. That's what you mean. Okay, I asked this because my parents believe that pronouncing it as A'udhu Billah is as valid as saying A'udhu Billah. Yeah, there's permissibility for non-Arabs, for Ajam, in pronouncing certain letters like Dad, Dha, Tha. Yeah, these kind of letters which is hard for them to pronounce. Was Sibawayh al-Kasai right on Mas'ala Zumburiya? Was Sibawayh or al-Kasai right on Mas'ala Zumburiya? Mas'ala Zumburiya? I can't remember the Mas'ala. What was that Mas'ala about? Let me just have a quick check. مسألة الزمهورية. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't come across this report before. I don't know how authentic it is. قصد وزير هارون الرشيد يحيى الكمي فأكرمه وأسأله نظرة كسائي كيف تقول كنت أظن أن الأقرب أشد لسعة من الزنبور فإذا هو هي أم فإذا هو إياها. Oh yes, this مسألة. Yeah, I know in a different way. قال سيبوي فإذا هو هي ولا يجوز النصب. كسائي لقد أخطأت بل الصحيح النصب فقول فإذا هو إياها. كيف تقول خرجت فإذا عبد الله القائم قائم. Yeah, so Kasai was stronger in this masala. Yeah. So if I don't understand you correctly, if I understand you correctly, I'll have to make them aware that there is no such thing as Farsi pronunciation and Arab pronunciation when it comes to Quranic terms. Yeah, so basically there is only one way the Quran is pronounced, but any person who's a non-Arab, there's flexibility for them in pronouncing if they find it hard to pronounce. They should attempt to try and pronounce it like how it's supposed to be pronounced, but if they can't, then it's like permissible for them to pronounce in the manner that's easy for them. From who has the most rights over me? Is it Allah, then mum, then dad, then siblings, then nephews, nieces? If I had a wife and kids, is it prioritized? Yeah, so it doesn't work like that. I mean, see, this kind of like hierarchy, we don't have anywhere in Islam that says this person has more right than them. So prioritizing them, no. Everyone has their rights in their own way. Right? Everyone has their rights. So mother has a right in her own way, father has a right in his own way, wife has a right in her own way, siblings have their right in their own way. So it's not like it's like a ladder. And that they'll have to try best to stick to A'udhu Billah. Yes, they should try their best to pronounce A'udhu Billah. It seems like the understanding of fiqh is probably the most important knowledge after Aqidah and Farz Ain because it's, yeah, definitely. Because, in fact, fiqh is the thing which is the understanding of the deen. Because it is deen. Right? So deen itself, understanding of the deen is fiqh. So fiqh is so important because it gives you like an insight into what religion is, all the workings. It's like a watch. You open the watch and you see all the insights. That's basically what fiqh is like. You're looking at all the cogs moving, you know exactly how it works. And you won't make an error in misconstruing the deen. Thoughts on Sheikh Diddu, mashallah. I haven't met him, but I've heard some of his talks. Sounds very good, mashallah. Sounds very knowledgeable. Nahidu alaykum assalam. Do you speak Fusha? Yes. Sheikh, I saw a fatwa where it said wearing mask during Salah in COVID times is makruh. Hence, one should actively seek out masjids where you don't have to. This is not according to Hanafis, but maybe another madhab. If I could reject or not abide by the fatwa, yes. According to Hanafis, is fine. Yeah, if you have like something over your face, it's fine. Although if there's no reason for it, then it's disliked, but it's not going to be sinful. The worldview is the most important thing, and the sciences are means toward building that. That's it. That's it. Excellent, excellent, mashallah. Okay, guys. Yeah, so that's my week, guys. That's been my week. Tomorrow, if any of you guys are in Birmingham, I will be. Tomorrow, I have a Sheikh Zaid has a talk at Sufa Institute. It's about the martyrdom of Uthman radiallahu anhu and Ali radiallahu anhu and Umar radiallahu anhu. So these three famous khulafa. It's going to be about their martyrdom. So it's going to be at Sufa Institute. It's open for men and women. So if you guys are going to come down, inshallah, I will be there. So we can meet up, inshallah. And that's tomorrow, inshallah. So make sure you register. Otherwise, you probably might not get space. Do Hanafis have mandumat? Yes, they are, but there's not as many as the Maliki school. Maliki school has a lot. But they are mandumat, yes. There's actually a nice one which I teach called Tuhfatul Tullab. Tuhfatul Tullab is the most comprehensive I've come across. Salam alaikum, ahla wa sahlan, Dark Mortar. If a person says, "Oh Allah, I promise you, I won't commit such sin in the future," if he breaks this and commits sin, no kafara. Yeah, no kafara um, because it's not considered to be like an oath. Yeah, it's not considered to be an oath in and of itself. However, if a person does break it, they should do tawbah. Definitely tawbah. MashaAllah, jazakallah khair. From the woods, ahlan wa sahlan, mashallah, mashallah. Jazakallah khair, jazakallah khair. Yeah, ahlan wa sahlan. May Allah bless you. Thank you for showing so much love to my channel. May Allah bless you. You show love to my channel, you show love to me, basically. That's how it is. Assalamu alaikum, Shpen, ahlan wa sahlan. I hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you very much. Is it hot where you are? It is very hot over here. Yeah, as you can tell, I look drained today. Jazakallah khair, you're welcome. Abbas Khan, wa alaikum assalam. Have you wore any books? Which books do you recommend to read? Quran. My brother Abbas Khan, if you have not read the Quran, read the Quran, translation of it, cover to cover, inshallah. That is the most important book for every Muslim in their life. And if you have any questions, ask a scholar about it. And then after that, maybe read Seerah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Any concise and beneficial shar on Multaqa al-Abhur you can recommend? I think some new ones have come out in Turkey. I can't remember the names of them. But if you check with Ismail Bookstore, they'll probably give you some. Yeah. So, 1 second. Let me see if I can find any. Okay. Well, the normal one is Majma' al-Anhur. Yeah, Majma' al-Anhur is the normal one, but there's others that have been written. Let me have a check. So besides Multaqa al-Abhur, okay, besides Majma' al-Anhur is one that I generally use. But I'm trying to find a modern one, another one that was written. مجمع الأنهار مجمع الأنهار. Yeah, can't seem to. I remember seeing it a few months ago. Someone put it up. مجمع الأنهار. Yeah, I don't know. حواشي على منتقد أبخر. There's a hashi on this. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to check. So if you contact Ismail Bookstore, they'll probably be able to give you. Which books do you recommend to read? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan. Kazmataz. You got AC? No, I don't have AC. In England, most people don't have AC in the UK. Are the Samawat universe? Allah knows best. We don't know. How do Ash'aris and Maturidis explain the concept of nuzul? I don't understand. What do you mean, concept of nuzul? Share what kind of questions interest you the most? No questions. No questions. I'm sorry, I meant to say, have written many books. No, I haven't written any books. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to go then. So, Jazakumullah khair. I don't know why these bots are coming in today. Yeah, so. Anyway, take care, guys. And remember your du'as. And hopefully, inshallah. Actually, tomorrow, I might not be able to come on tomorrow. Because of the talk. Yeah, if I'm back, inshallah, there will be a live stream tomorrow. If I'm not, what I'll do is I'll put it on my social media feed. If there isn't any live stream tomorrow. But hopefully, inshallah, if there is, I might do it later. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care, inshallah. Jazakallah khair, Abbas Khan. May Allah bless you. Thank you very much for loving my channel. And take care, guys. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.